What's up, guys? This is a Husqvarna 460 Rancher. It's got the 24-inch bar on it. I got it from Tractor Supply. It's been a great saw. And I got it in some dirt the other day, and while I could sharpen this chain, it's pretty well ruined. So I'm gonna show y'all how to change it. All right. First thing you need, get you a scrunch. If you don't have a scrunch, find a socket that fits, and usually a flathead screwdriver. I'm using the Husqvarna chain. They pretty well come right beside it at Tractor Supply. And I'm gonna try to be doing this backwards pretty much. One thing I will say, a lot of people like to lay the saw like this. I don't. Okay, I like to lay the saw flat. I guess that's preference, but to me, it just makes more sense to put it on there how it's gonna cut. So anyways, crack these two nuts right here loose on the side. And take them all the way off. Got them off. The side right here comes off. All right, inside of there, you've got your chain going around this gear, and then your bar, okay? So take that chain, bring your bar back, get slack all in it. All right, you got your chain off. The screw on the cover that tightens the chain, I like to loosen it way up whenever I put a new chain on, because you can pull the bar to take the slack out, and then you have so much more thread to tighten the chain later. So I like to loosen it up, get a lot of that crap out of there, all that gunk. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, we got it loop. There is tricks to untangling a chainsaw chain if you get it twisted up, but I just play with it till it comes undone, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. Put it around the back there. Get it lined up, get it on your bar. Okay. Probably not gonna be able to see it because I've got to get to where I can work. Just get it lined up in the back. Okay, once you get it on there, like I said, you can pull the slack of the, you can just pull the bar to get the majority of the slack out. So you've got it behind the gear, obviously. There's an adjustment on the cover that's gonna line up with these two holes. And then when you tighten the screw on the cover, it'll move the bar out, which will tighten the chain. So, like I said, I like to pull the chain, pull the bar out as much as I can. Get it not tight, but snug. When you get it on there, let me focus. Okay, you see the little line at the back? That's a guide for when you're sharpening. So make sure that your teeth are pointing the way this chain's gonna go, okay? You can kind of gently feel it. That's the sharp side. That line is a guide for when you sharpen it, you line your file up with that line right there. Now let me just drag the chain across the concrete. That's a good idea. So you get these back on there. You just want to get them kind of finger tight. You don't want to get them tight. Hold the guard all the way on. You don't want to get them tight because you're still got to adjust the chain. Take your scrunch and this screw right here. Sometimes it's on the front, like right here. Take that screwdriver and just ease that tight. Okay, I'll tighten this down just a little bit more. Okay, snug them down a little bit at a time. So you want to get your chain decently tight, but you still want to kind of tighten these as you go. Because if you tighten these too tight before your chain's tight, your chain won't turn, and it'll still be loose, but it won't turn because these are too tight. So I like to kind of get it to where it moves freely and just tighten these down a little bit at a time and see where it's at. So this is preference. People do it differently. I like to have enough tension to where I can come off the chain, off the saw a little bit, pick up to where the bottom of my tooth is just not wanting to come out of the bar. It snaps back down in there, and the bottom of my tooth is just barely wanting to come out. So I'm gonna twist it just another bump. I'm gonna tighten it on down. Oh my goodness. You don't want these so just that gum tight, but you want them tight enough that they're not going to get loose when it vibrates. Okay, still moving freely by hand. My bar's not moving anymore. They're snug. And that is it. Move a little bit closer if I can do it without cutting myself or dragging the concrete. Like I said, I like to be able to pick up on my chain and the bottom of my tooth just barely be sticking in the bar there. You let go, it should snap back down. But you should still be able to move it freely. Same thing on the bottom. See how it just snaps back up in there? But the bottom of my tooth is just barely wanting to come out of the bar. And that is how you do it. Some people may do it other ways. Some people may say I got it too tight. Some people may say you have to lay it on the side, whatever. But I've had this saw for 5-6 years. Put a few chains on it, and it's been a good saw. It's worked great for me. So thank you for watching.